increasing, but we still have half an hour to go. And it's a pleasure to announce our last speaker of the day, the president of the society, Professor Cedar Gunaydin. And I'm very interested in knowing how he sees our future.
So I start with the past. So when even I was a resident, I started research for cardiopulmonary bypass, inflammatory reactions. So at that time, it's really a very old times. And then we were focused on surface coating. So we started all types of research on surface coating. And then I got a scholarship to go to Japan for a bioengineering PhD and pediatric cardiac surgery. So then I see the technology. You know, I was here, I jumped over here. I can easily tell you about the story. So they organized a kind of meeting with the industry. I saw the CEO of Terumo, the top guy. I asked him, I see here some products that I've never seen before. So are those products available in Europe? He says, no. I said, why? They cannot buy it. They are very expensive, he says to me. So even I see some cardiopulmonary bypass machines, oxygenators, even for pediatric at that time with very high tech. And then I received my PhD and I started to work again on surface coating. So we published some reports and I went to US and I worked with this guy, Kevin McCusker, and they were, at that time, it was 2000, and they were working on minimally invasive extracorporeal circulation. That was the term I heard for the first time at 2000. And then I started working with them, and we published the initial report in 2009, and this idea was patented at that time in the US. And so we started using these minimally invasive circuits, and then Terumo introduced the RockSafe system, and so we started to do research and start to do a proctorship for the RockSafe all over the world. So I also started working with Hammersmith Hospital with Terry Gourlay. He was the responsible guy for all the technologies in Hammersmith, and so he was moved to Strathclyde University in Glasgow. So he's the top bioengineer guy, and then we published this book together on minimally invasive circuits in around 2010. So then I come back to Turkey, started again working on what can I do in minimally invasive extracorporeal circulation. So even in med school, I was teaching students that the cardiopulmonary bypass. So I always started the lesson like this. I just say, who is the best student in this class? Somebody says, I am. Okay, come here. So this is the year 2012. And you can go back to 1953. There is no information about cardiopulmonary bypass machine. How can you stop the heart of a patient? So even after 50 years, they know nothing. They couldn't stop that. They know nothing about heparin. They don't know to use some kind of anticoagulation. So it's really a concept that was even new for the medical students. And again, we gave structure and courses in perfusion school in the case of cardiopulmonary bypass, cardiac surgery society training for fellows and residents. And then in the proctorship, we just go all around the country, started some MiECTiS programs. It was very difficult. So, for example, we were going to some place that they have no idea about MiECTiS. We were setting up with my fellow perfusionists, and always we were in, incredible stress to finish the operation without killing the patient, because we were not doing the operation. We were watching and helping them. And of course, after every operation, we were going out for drinking to forget everything we lived in the last half an hour. And of course, for example, we did some kind of workshops in some society meetings. So once, and I worked with the German perfusionist Uwe Schönrock. So we, for example, set up the MiECTiS system. They say, no, it should be live. You should put some red blood coming inside the circuit. I said, how can you find red blood in a hotel? So it was an Antalya hotel on the Mediterranean Sea, all inclusive. So I put wine, red wine, in the system. So we circulated red wine, and everybody was very much, impressed and understand the idea. So I also went to some Russian countries like Azerbaijan, Belarus, Russia to start the programs. And of course, at the end of every program, we just kept on going drinking to forget everything. So I have become an alcoholic before finishing this proctorship program. And again, Middle East and USA. So we really did a lot of things in USA. Unfortunately, always disappointment. And as I asked to Ron Selinger, so the penetration of this system in the US market was always very difficult. So I was, crazy. I couldn't do anything. I was trying, and no. So I remember Aristotle. He says, if things do not run out as we wish, we should wish for them as they turn out. So this is a kind of adaptation for me. And I see this. I was desperate. I couldn't do anything with MiEC. And then just for the first time, I saw this society, and then everything changed. Then, in this society, look at the aims, look at the realization of the aims. They all are my dreams, or were my dreams at that time. And I couldn't even find any other surgeon to discuss my ideas at that time. And suddenly I found 300 people to discuss. So that was really a paradise for me. And then again, we worked with the society, as they're all told. And with this society, remember Rumi is a Turkish philosopher. Everything about yesterday is gone with yesterday. Today, it is needed to say new things. So we go on the way like this. And this is dissemination curve of the new idea. So in the beginning, only visionaries do something, then pragmatists, and then conservatives, and then everyone. So it says it takes 17 years for a new innovation to be adopted in the clinical practice. So I told you, the patients are getting sicker, frail, so they need more help. And there's the evolution in the healthcare systems. We need to adapt this new evolution to value-based surgery or die. So again, with the conventional techniques, we come up to the modular CPB. We can do now anything in the hospital, everywhere, in any department. So the levels are going up. So this is our MiEC circuit. We started the pediatric program. We did only a few cases, but it's difficult, but we are forcing to do also these pediatric cases. We adopted minimally invasive case. We adopted ERAS protocols. We combined those protocols. And then MiECTiS also has gone a long way, as just already mentioned by Dr. Anastasiadis. We have nearly 500 members. We have comic studies, hopefully will be published very soon. We have a new study. We have 12 meetings, video collections, only 500,000 views. And the technology is improving, and they all have the option for minimally invasive circuit now. So this may be a good opportunity for us to go on. This is the surgery of the future. This is the last two cases I had in the last week. So this is TAVI valve in valve, stuck. Patient was dying. This is another valve in valve. And then they ruptured the aorta, and another emergency case. So in both cases, we just get out two valves and we put another valve in the same patient. So this is the surgery of the future. And this is the other surgery of the future, minimally invasive cardiac surgery. So everything is coming together for the promotion of the MiEC system, much better than, let's say, 10 years ago. So the future of cardiac surgery will be dealing with such complications, plus with very frail, very difficult patients. This is all the patient population rest for us. Every other patient is already treated by interventional technology. So according to our constitution, the duties of president is like this, and I will try to obey all those. So we were going still on the comic subgroup analysis, so this is important for the near future. And we tried to force the MiECs to add some new centers, find some grants. Online training program is a very good opportunity. We discussed with the industry today. Hopefully we will do it. We will disseminate the ideas to all over the world, let's say, and to start with the new MiEC programs in some centers that are willing to do. Database and registry is important. So we already have the data of more than 1,000 patients. So we can produce any new papers from this data, I hope. and we continue to do meetings like this. So I also want to increase the number of members, countries, and especially because 48% is perfusionist in our member group, so I need to try to increase the number of surgeons maybe. So periodical newsletter will be helpful to disseminate this information and to keep people interested in this focus. And of course, cooperation with other organizations will continue. We also discussed to use social media to promote our ideas routinely with some certain time intervals will help much. And again, one-day training programs in different countries to promote the activities. And of course, to do all of this, I need my friends. I always do like to work with them. So as the Alexander Great from here says, my treasure lies in my friends, all of my friends. But first, before finishing, I need to clap those two people, really. They really helped us. And the last slide. Yeah. And so, can you? Yes. And I finish again with Aristotle. He says, whenever hope does not rely on the past, according to Aristotle, it degenerates into false optimism. But of course, our awareness of the past is not a mere accumulation of memories, but it's another cognitive achievement. It's called experience. And there is no hope without experience. So we have the experience and we have the hope. Thank you.
So thank you very much for this. Please remain standing. We have still the Medal of Honor, which goes past to the new president. And you're gonna receive that from John Merkin. I like two very important sentences in your presentation. First, that we're in our adolescence, so we can all feel younger again. And that your treasure is in your friends. And I'm very looking optimistically forward to your presidency. I hope that this will carry this organization a step further into adulthood. And I ask John to present you with the medal.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so very much. Again, I want to congratulate particularly the two key members of this society, really the founders, the visionaries, and the team that's now been assembled. And I think this has been a tremendously stimulating program. So I want to thank you both for this tremendous learning opportunity. And I do have to say that unfortunately Cyril Sarek, the current president, is unable to make it. But Cyril did send me a package which he claims has the official gold medal that it's my privilege to hand over to the new president. So without any further ado, the envelope, please, and we'll find what's inside. Let me see if I can open this first of all. But it's been sealed, so Cyril is the one that is traveled well. Yeah. Oh, look at this. So there we go. The official medal, and it's my honor to hand this on to the new president. And all the best.
So I have two little tasks before we end the session. First of all, I'd like to ask Professor Anastasiadis to come to the podium to end the session. And I want to share a few numbers with you that have been handed over. Obviously, we've had 340 registrations to this meeting. We had 420 live views through live media, and another 450 through CTSNet, with a complete number of views of over 12,000 views. I think this speaks for the success of this meeting, and I want to congratulate Kyriakos and Polychronos on their continuous efforts for this society. And to keep it short, you have the podium.
Just before ending, I need to express my sincere thanks to the sponsors and friends, especially Medtronic, who was the major sponsor for this event, but also Terumo, Livanova, Eurosets, Edwards, Life Motion, and Cardio Synergy, who contributed for being able to accomplish this 10th anniversary meeting of MiECTiS. I need to acknowledge and give my sincere thanks to Live Media, Inventix, with Stathis and all the guys behind all this for make it happen. Last Polychronis. Where's that? All the job as usual. And of course, all the friends that are all these 10 years with us. It's very nice to have friends. And let's see how it went, this 10th anniversary meeting event, please. So I need to congratulate Professor Gunaydin for his presidency. I wish him all the best, and I really appreciate all of you that you are here. So I invite you to follow the social events that are coming, and thank you for being with us. All the best. Yes, we will meet 2025 probably in Istanbul, definitely in Turkey, but you will hear about this soon because we are collaborating. President and Vice President will let us know, but probably will be next summer or end spring in Istanbul for our update meeting. So thank you.